What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. Man, these research chemicals coming out left and right, and I keep reading good things about them. Unfortunately, data is a little bit behind. So again, I must tell you that these are only research chemicals. They're meant for research. They are not meant for human consumption. But I might be doing some research on a rat who looks just like me and weighs the same and might be a human. So with that being said, I want to talk to you today about SLU-PP-332. Now, before taking anything, I'm very cognizant of my health. I talk to a lot of people, including, if you guys don't know who Alex Kickle is, he's probably at the forefront of all of this stuff. And I have a brand. I know these guys. This is the brand I'm taking. It's Next Gen Peptides, NEXGEN Peptides.shop. nextgenpeptides.shop. And I bought a bottle, and as I always do, got a coupon code. Coupon code Lobliner saves you on if you want to buy it from them. If not, there's plenty of other very good research chemical sites on the internet, but the one I'm taking is Next Gen Peptides. So it's 250 micrograms, 100 quantity is what I'm taking. That's exactly what I'm taking. I'll go ahead and let me see if I can pull up what their site looks like before we get going, so you know what you're kind of looking for. All right, here we go. Let's scroll. Oh, man, I should have had this ready. Here it is. So it looks like this. Again, experimental, blah, blah, blah. Here's what it does. Here's the price. I'm sure the coupon saves you a little bit. I didn't ask what it was worth, but nonetheless, there it is. Let's talk about SLU-PP. Let's talk about my PP. So let's just get into it. It's an experimental compound. It was called exercise in a pill. It got some good press like 5 years ago. And now, well, they have it. They have it. But the problem is, and I'll get into this, we have zero human data. Zero human data. But, you know, you got in vitro, then you got rodent, and then you have human. That's how it goes. So I'm going to give you science, dosing context, anecdotal stuff I got from reading and listening to my buddy Alex Kickle, and all the known potential benefits in one place. This is the place. So with that being said, what is SLU-PP-332? It's an experimental, again, I say experimental, talk to your doctor, compound classified as an estrogen-related receptor alpha, an ERRA agonist. It's part of a category called exercise mimetics, meaning that it activates the same pathways that aerobic training stimulates without requiring an increase in physical activity. So this is why one of the main benefits, if you look online, people talk about, man, my cardio was amazing. And I've been taking this for 2 days. I don't know. I'm in pretty good shape, but I seem to be breathing pretty well. I'm breathing. That's always a good sign. So in animal studies, and I will emphasize animal studies, SLU-PP-332 has shown the ability to boost fat oxidation, improve metabolic health, and increase endurance without affecting food intake or cause hyperactivity. So unlike something that I feel is very helpful and healthy, which is retatrutide, it will have no impact on your ability to eat. It won't make you stuffed, still be able to eat. So if you're bulking, whatever, if you're one of those guys like me who even when they're dieting, you still got to eat more than you want to, yeah, it's probably good for that. So ERRA, we talked about what that was for. It's a nuclear receptor that regulates genes involved in mitochondrial function and oxidative metabolism. By activating this, SLU-PP-332 ramps up the body's ability to burn fat for energy, increase mitochondrial density and intensity. We've talked a lot about mitochondria here. Mitochondria is clutch. This makes them more dense and more efficient and shifts the muscle towards more of an endurance-oriented metabolic profile. So let's go over this rodent study data. So the study model, there were normal and obese mice. Now, these mice were obese due to diet. Again, they were feeding the mice what they wanted to. It was diet-induced. Dosing was 50 milligrams per kilogram twice daily for 28 days. That's a lot. So here's the results. Fatty acid oxidation, about 25% increase in fat oxidation. Resting energy expenditure, higher calorie burn without increased movement. That's crazy. Decreased fat mass gain, less weight gain in normal mice, about 12% body weight reduction in obese mice. Improved glucose tolerance. They had lower fasted insulin and better blood sugar control. A lot of health benefits there. Decrease in liver fat, reductions in hepatic triglycerides and steatosis markers. Increased endurance. Mice ran about, get this, 70% longer and about 45% farther before exhaustion. And it did not decrease the appetite. They still ate the same amount of food. So here's the issue. We really don't know the dosing. We're going by listening to smart people and anecdote right now, which is why it's a research chemical. Talk to your doctor, don't take it, whatever. Human equivalent dose. So the standard allometric scaling. So for mouse, it's 3, human is 37. 50 milligrams per kilogram in mice equals 4.05 milligram per kilogram in humans. So for an 80 kilogram person, okay, that's like 170, 180 pounds, let's say, about 320 milligrams, not micrograms, day total exposure. That is crazy. So don't do that. You'd be taking like 200 bottles a day. So we're going to lean towards what I heard from Alex Kickel. If you don't follow him on Instagram, follow Alex Kickel, ALEXKIKEL. So here's what he does based on what I've studied and read from him. Again, Alex is a good friend of mine. So he's helped me a lot. He's actually helped me, believe it or not, with concussion issues in some of my athletes. The guy's a genius. 100 to 400 micrograms per day. Okay, for individuals. So I like 100 to 400. Cycle length. So you do want to cycle on and off. 12 to 20 weeks, then you want to taper off. Sounds fair, right? So start low and titrate up slowly. Now I'm going to tell you what I want to do, but because this right here is 250 micrograms. I'm not going above 1 pill a day. I don't see a need. I'm a microdoser. I like even retatrutide. You saw me. Like, my wife, she has diverticulitis. Again, just issues as you get older and had 3 kids, losing weight, and retatrutide at 1 milligram a day is plenty for her. She's seeing phenomenal benefits, appetite modulation, less cravings, and she's losing weight without really trying. Like, we don't count macros. She's past that point in her life, and I'm good with it, right? So another thing is, in case you're into stacking things, Alex does say avoid combining with BAM15 early to prevent blunting results. So the goal with this, and he uses it in many applications, we're going to just go over general use. Like, he uses it to treat things, mitochondrial conditioning, body composition improvement, which would be gradual, and enhanced recovery. So potential application. Again, supported by rodent data, not human data, rodent data, fat loss without reduced appetite, increased endurance and oxidative capacity, improved metabolic syndrome markers, which is glucose, insulin, and cholesterol, and reduced liver fat and triglycerides. Again, liver fat bad. So in humans, what could this mean? Easier fat loss if you're on a diet, preservation of training output while dieting. A lot of people lose their strength when they're diet. Enhanced aerobic base for building and recovery, which means that more sets, more reps, you recover better. And if you're in some kind of metabolic rehab, it'll help with that too. So what do we want to consider here? What are the safety considerations? No human data. Zip, zilch, none. Research at your own peril. Rodent studies show no major side effects at study doses, but we don't know what that means in humans. This is, again, the data is very promising in rodents. Don't know anything about mice. And it is, again, you got to go with the brand you trust, right? People people with lab tests. The site has lab tests. So does peptidepro.io, which they also carry it. They also have their lab tests right on the site. Go with people you trust. Should only be used at all under medical supervision. Again, consult with your doctor. So here's the deal. It's promising. Is it really exercise in a bottle? Well, we'll wait and see. We need human data. While rodent data shows powerful effects without reducing food intake. We really don't know how this will translate in humans. So far, anecdotal data is pretty positive. I saw on Instagram the other day someone say, I can't believe people are ripping people off with this. I'm not ripping anybody off. I don't expect anything. I'm not claiming anything, but I will report back as I always do after 30 days. So Alex Kickel has the best information on this. Go to him. But again, we're going off of rodent data. With that being said, I shared the site earlier in the video. Don't need to repeat that. What I do is I own a supplement site called tigerfitness.com. If you're worried about heart health, blood flow, circulation, it's the best product on the market. It is called Pure Blood by Clean Form Nutrition. We got it at tigerfitness.com. So Pure Blood, you look at nattokinase, its ability to prevent blood clots. You look at vitamin K2, its ability to help decrease arterial plaque or prevent it. You look at citrus bergamot, its ability with lipid profiles, with cholesterol management. Those are all in there at their scientifically validated doses. And the lab test is right on their website. So they do have third-party lab tests, and that is called Clean Form Nutrition Pure Blood, available at tigerfitness.com. Also, it's available as a coupon code MAHA, M-A-H-A, MAHA, saves you 10% off the entire site. Follow me in about 30 days, let's say around September 13th or 14th, we'll have a follow-up video to this video after 30 days on SLU-PP-332. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Again, consult with your doctor. Don't do anything stupid. And remember, that's not a game.